Good afternoon. It's me, Shells, again. Welcome to Israel's Television. As you guys have probably already watched in my beginning video, I kind of told you the whole purpose of starting this channel was to really bring the truth out and to connect the dots and basically bring all of the hidden knowledge back to the center. And as you know, in one of my previous videos, when we spoke on the Revelations, I kind of misspoke, but the actual definition of apocalypse is the unveiling or to uncover something. So in this day and age right now, there's a lot of things being uncovered. Google is an amazing tool. We already know everything is not always correct, and that's anywhere. But it is an amazing tool still to try to find puzzle pieces. And with deep studying and digging and using other tools, you can kind of start piecing together all these things that have been taken from us for so long. And so today, on today's video, I would like to go over the secret, the law of attraction and manifestation, and how it's actually like in the Bible, like it's the basis of the whole Bible, and also how it connects in certain studies where like they've studied where intention and thought actually do change things within your life, whether it be within your body or within your outer structure. So I'm going to connect all of those pieces today in this video, and I do have a couple references, and of course, you know, I've got Bible verses because like this is the whole point of it, right? All right, guys, here we go. Okay, so first I'm going to start with what is the law of attraction and basically, you know, how to use it. And then I'm going to read an article that was written based off a study, basically saying that your thoughts do control your body and things around you. And then I'll end it with the Bible verses and try to tie it up. So this is from wikipedia.org. The law of attraction is the new thought spiritual movement. The law of attraction is a pseudoscience based on the belief that positive or negative thoughts bring positive or negative experiences into a person's life. The belief is based on the ideas that people and their thoughts are made from pure energy, and that a process of like energy attracting like energy exists, through which a person can improve their health, wealth, and personal relationships. There is no empirical scientific evidence supporting the law of attraction, and it is widely considered to be pseudoscience. Advocates generally combine cognitive reframing techniques with affirmations and creative visualizations to replace limiting or self-destructive negative thoughts with more empowered, adaptive, positive thoughts. Advocates suggest there are essential universal principles that make up the law of attraction. Number one is like attracts like. This is from Very Well Mind, so this is no longer Wikipedia. Like attracts like. This law suggests that similar things are attracted to one another. It means that people tend to attract people who are similar to them. But it also suggests that people's thoughts tend to attract similar results. Negative thinking is believed to attract negative experiences, while positive thinking is believed to produce desirable experiences. Nature abhors a vacuum. This law of attraction suggests that removing negative things from your life can make space for more positive things to take their place. It is based on the notion that it's impossible to have a completely empty space in your mind. So if you take out the negative, that only means that there's only going to be room for positive. And the present is always perfect is the third point. This law focuses on the idea that there are always things you can do to improve the present moment. While it might always seem like the present is somehow flawed, this law proposes that rather than feeling dread or unhappiness, you should focus your energy on finding ways to make the present moment the best that it can be. And finally, still on verywellmind.com, how to use the law of attraction. According to the law of attraction, you can create your own reality. What you focus on is what you draw into your life. It suggests that what you believe will happen in your life is what does happen. So basically, whatever you think is what's going to happen. Some things that you can do to incorporate the law of attraction into your own life include be grateful, visualize your goals. It's always good to have a vision board. Look for the positives in a situation. Learn how to identify negative thinking. Use positive affirmations and reframe from negative events in a more positive way. Now I'm going to move on to another website. This is PubMed. That's PUBMED.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov. And this is a study that they did on the evidence about the power of intention. And you know that your intention is your thought, which is basically what we're speaking about, how thoughts and words and feelings manifest and basically create your reality. So this, it all ties in with what I'm speaking on. And so the article starts as, intention is defined as a directed thought to perform a determined action. Thoughts targeted to an end can affect inanimate objects and practically all living things, from unicellular organisms to human beings. The emission of light particles, biophotons, seems to be the mechanism through which an intention produces effects. Now, you guys know we're the salt and light of the earth. This is basically saying like we are literally light beings, and our thoughts more or less trigger these biophotons, which basically affect everything in us and around us. Okay, so let me continue. The emission of light particles, which is the biophotons, seems to be the mechanism through which an intention produces its effects. All living organisms emit a constant current of photons as a mean to direct instantaneous, non-local signals from one part of the body to another and to the outside world. Hence chemistry, things that we feel like when we walk in rooms, we feel others' emotions, different things that are going on. Biophotons are stored in the intracellular DNA. When the organism is sick, changes in biophotons emissions are produced. Direct intention manifests itself as an electric and magnetic energy producing an ordered flux of photons. Our intentions seem to operate as highly coherent frequencies capable of changing the molecular structure of matter. For the intention to be effective, it is necessary to choose the appropriate time. In fact, living beings are mutually synchronized and to the earth and its constant changes of magnetic energy. It has been shown that the energy of thought can also alter the environment. Hypnosis, stigmate phenomena, and the placebo effect can also be considered as types of intention. As instructions to the brain during a particular state of consciousness, cases of spontaneous cures or of remote healing of extremely ill patients represent instances of an exceedingly great intention to control disease menacing our lives. The intention to heal, as well as the beliefs of the sick person on the efficacy of the healing influences, promote his healing. In conclusion, studies on the thought and consciousness are emerging as fundamental aspects and not as mere epiphenomenon that are rapidly leading to a profound change in the paradigms of biology and medicine. Excuse me, I was reading too quickly for my mouth because I was getting re-interested in it myself as I was reading it again. But like, I know this was mostly talking about like how the intention can help heal your body, but it had several key points in the fact of like, you know, energy's never lost but transfer. So your will to think something or your intention can literally change things around you. And so I just wanted to add that within this to kind of tie things more in together, as this was a medical study done. And so even though some would like to say that the law of attraction is a pseudoscience, there has been, and actually there's been more than one study. There's even been a study on water molecules. Basically what they did was they took these water molecules and they had certain things said or spoke into the molecules. Same thing as the jar of rice. I'm sure some of you heard about the rice where if you say I hate you or if you say I love you. But basically these water molecules, they spoke certain things to it. And if you realize, thought is what creates the speech. So within the law of attraction, it's not just your thought, it's also your speech. And intention is all within that. It's just all it's all wrapped up in one. But basically these water molecules, they spoke certain words into them. Some were good words, some were bad words, and they froze them. And when they looked at these molecules, the words that were spoken good over, or the words where the intentions were good, they were pretty, they were nice. But the ones where the words were spoken negatively or bad, they were dirty and dingy, and they didn't look like pretty snowflakes like the other frozen water molecules. So there's been more than one study to prove that intention, where your heart and mind is, which whether negatively or positively. And speech do control things around you. They can literally affect living organisms around you. So with that said, I don't think that the law of attraction is fake or a pseudoscience. I believe it's very real. And I also believe it's more biblical than most would like to say. A lot of people will say, oh, that's the devil. Oh, that's not of God. But I'm about to read several verses that not only prove it's of God, but that this whole earth, this whole universe was founded on the law of attraction. Because in the beginning, God thought and then spoke everything into existence. So basically, we are all manifestations of the law of attraction, as we are all manifestations of God's thoughts and spoken words. So I'm going to get into these verses now. Proverbs 23:7, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Perfect example. I think, therefore I am. I believe that's also a quote. But it's literally saying whatever you're thinking is what's going to be. Matthew 21:22, and all things whatsoever you shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. So this is saying, if you truly believe in your mind and you ask for it out your mouth, you're going to get it. Proverbs 11:9, evil words destroy one's friends. Proverbs 15:4, gentle words bring life and health, and a deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. Proverbs 16:24, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. So this is not saying it's just good for the soul, but they're healthy for your body. Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Proverbs 18:4, a person's words can be life-giving water. Words of true wisdom are as refreshing as a bubbling brook. Proverbs 12:18, there is one who speaks rashly like the thrust of a sword, but the tongue of the wise bring healing. Proverbs 25:18, telling lies about others is as harmful as hitting them with the axe. This is literally saying your words have an effect. Be careful. Wounding them with the sword or shooting them with the sharp arrow. Luke 6:43-45, for there is no good tree which produces bad fruit, nor on the other hand a bad tree which produces good fruit. For each tree is known by its fruit. For men do not gather figs from thorns, nor do they pick grapes from a briar bush. The good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth what is good, and the evil man out of the evil treasure brings forth what is evil, for his mouth speaks from that which fills his heart. And here are some more scriptures on speaking things into existence. And whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. Matthew 21:22. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and I shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it. Mark 11:23. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be taken up and thrown into the sea, and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says, it will come to pass, it will be done for him. And the last verse I'm going to use is 1 Peter 3:10. Whoever desires to love life and see good days, let him keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. And aside from those verses that I shared that basically let you know that your intentions and what you speak and what's in your heart shape everything around you. This is in the Bible. I want to remind you guys, in the Old Testament, like especially for instance, the story of Jacob and Esau. If you remember, when they were to bless their children, they spoke the blessings over their children, and whatever they spoke basically came to pass. And so, as we know, the law of attraction is a little bit deeper than just speaking these things, but I feel all of this ties in together, and I just wanted to share that with you guys and kind of link all of that within the Bible, because it's clearly there. And again, the whole world was manifested off of God's thought and spoken words. So here we are. I hope you guys liked today's video. I hope you have a good evening. Don't forget to shine your light, and until next time.